Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Chi Live. My name is Josh Bernard. I'm the Director of Training of Farouk Systems. I'm also a creative artistic team member here. I was actually one of the very first employees of this company when I was 12 years old. That was in 1986. If you want to figure out how old I am, you can do the math. So in 1986, Farouk Shami invented the very first ammonia-free highlighting systems ever in the history of the world and ever on the planet. So this man has literally changed the game in the entire industry for us. After that, he came and created the first ammonia-free color system ever in the world. And then he came out with a product named BioSilk, Silk Therapy, which we all know about that, which created a whole nother category in the entire industry as far as what the product that we know today. There's many products out there now that have mimicked BioSilk, Silk Therapy, and he's created this. It's been a global phenomenon, basically. Next, he came and invented a lot of different tools. Who knows what the Chi iron is? I bet you guys do. After that, another thing that he invented, about 3 years ago, I came back to visit Farouk, and he was sitting in his office, and then he took me to go to this room and showed me this amazing machine. It's called the LG Chi Color Master Factory. So today, we're going to be presenting to you a brand new collection that my partner Sarah and I have created. And I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to go into some toning and some different color blocking techniques. We're going to show you some blonding. We're going to show you a lot of cool stuff. We're also going to be doing a lot of giveaways. So if you guys comment, and we'll pick somebody from the comments, and we will let you guys win some prizes. So the first prize that we're going to win is going to be all of the Chroma Paint line. So we'll be showing you what we can do with Chroma Paint in a little bit. So make sure you guys start to comment, ask us questions. Our social media team might pull one of your questions and I may answer it live, or they'll get back to you on the feed and answer your questions. So next up, I want to introduce my partner, Sarah Harris, also Pretty Pink on Instagram.
Hello, I'm Sarah Harris. I am an artistic stylist here at Chi, and I'm actually local to the Woodlands. I have a salon here, and I love creating amazing art, and so I'm excited to be able to show you guys what we made today.
You guys ready to see some models?
Yes.
Come on, girls. You guys check it out as they walk by. It's a very unique collection that we created, and I'm convinced that there's no way we could have done this hair without Farouk Systems color. There's no possible way. There's a lot of different products on the market, a lot of different color brands. I've tried all of it, and I can tell you this, to create these type of looks, it's the only product that I would trust to do it. So, first up, we're going to have our model Tiffany come up. You guys like what you see so far?
Yes.
Pretty cool?
Yes. Tiffany's look absolutely speaks to my heart because I love a little bit more modern, kind of edgy, and so hers is a little bit more like, I guess, avant-garde in a way. So we created hers by...
So we use the LG Chi Color Master, and I always say this, we make blondes that don't even exist. I can customize and make any color that I want to make with this machine. It's ridiculous. The possibilities are endless. I'm highly convinced that we can make over 1 million different color formulas with this machine. So what we did, Sarah and I created a plum, we're going to call this, and we melted it into, we call it strawberry milk. And then in the front we used our chroma paint. We used blue here. So you can see that at the same time that we're doing our color melt with oxidative dye to do these melts, we can also melt in our chroma paint, our vivid color. I know Sarah's the one that actually figured this out with our color, but I want her to speak to that a little bit because I know that there's nothing on this planet. I've tried to mix vivids with oxidative dye, and it creates a line of demarcation and it eats it up, where this, we can meld those colors together.
Yeah, it's something that's very special with using Farouk's color. You know, if you are somebody who uses vivids often, you know that you have to usually do both oxidative color and vivids at separate times, not with this color. You can, one, create tones that almost appear to be like a vivid tone using the Color Master Factory, but also seamlessly melt them into the vivid at one time, which is kind of like makes it more fun during the creative process and also saves time, you know, because a lot of us don't have a lot of excess time. So being able to like create beautiful looks like this and being able to like seamlessly do it together kind of makes it more of like a cohesive look without, you know, having to separate each process. So I love that for myself whenever I'm doing work. It makes it a lot more fun and a lot more easy.
So I think some of the things that are in fashion and on trend with hairdressers right now is color blocking techniques and color melting techniques. And with our collection, that's what we did. We did some color blocking along with some color melting at the same time. So let me give you just kind of a clue what this formulation was in this one that we call strawberry milk. So you can't really do this with tube color. So in the Color Master factory machine, we went and we used a 1/2 ounce of clear, we used a 1/2 ounce of red, and we used a 1/4 ounce of 8RR, and that was our formula to create this. And we toned the hair for 12 minutes, and we came out with strawberry blonde. You guys like that?
I love it.
It's pretty sweet. So if you think about this, whenever we're using tubes, you don't have your additives right at your fingertips. The Color Master has really opened my mind where I'm constantly adjusting and creating my own formula. Every single formula that I do on my clients, every single one of them is customized. It's almost like the Home Depot paint machine. They can make millions of colors with the Home Depot paint machine. They have 5 canisters in there. We have 12 inside of our machine.
Yeah,
so
a
the
lot of these
possibilities
colors are
really
hard.
are endless.
Yeah, they're
what do you
hard to
guys-
make, I'd say. Like these colors are something that are a little bit harder to achieve with traditional color lines. So to be able to like make everything that you would want out of the machine is actually pretty incredible. Considering these are very different tones, you know, and they're not super common, you know. I feel like the natural colors are more of what we see. So being able to go from your traditional blonding all the way to more creative work like this in one machine is like something that you couldn't really beat, honestly. I love it. I love this look.
What do you guys think? You like it? Comment, let us know. Let us know what you think.
I'm biased because we made it.
Okay. We're gonna-
Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Tiffany. Okay, next up we have Miss Brooke.
Brooks, we love.
I love all the looks. They were so much fun to create. Whenever you get to express your creative artistry and you get to do that with one of your friends and actually put 2 brains together instead of one, you can really come up with some super cool techniques. So here you can see we call this creamsicle. We did 1 ounce of 11W, 1/2 ounce of orange additive, and a 1/2 ounce of clear. So you really can customize and you can make any single thing you want. And this is blonde, right? Is this not blonde?
Yes.
We make blondes that don't even exist yet, what I told you guys earlier. There's also trending colors in the machine. Our creative director, Mego Avazian, I call him the formulator. Mego comes out with formulas that are ridiculous, some of the things he comes up with.
Yeah, we love this one.
So how this works is, Mego was coming up with some formulas and Farouk was like, that's really cool, we need to put these in the machine. So what happened? We sent those formulas to our app developers. And one day I was on stage in our academy, and all of a sudden I went to the machine, and there were 18 new colors that just popped up inside the Color Master factory. The power of that is crazy because if you think about this, no one had to buy these 18 colors, no one had to stock it, no one had to get any new inventory. We just downloaded 18 new colors in every machine around the globe, and whoever got those, whoever has the machine, just dispenses them as they need it. So they're ready to use as soon as they're dropped into the machine. So
I do want to note one thing about this color. So if you see her blue root, so this actual melt was done over top of this orange base, which shows honestly the power of the color as well. Because a lot of times that would be very muddy, but the fact that we were able to get this very true soft blue melt on top of an orange blonde is pretty incredible. And to be able to color block the vivid orange at the same time is awesome.
So the colors in the machine that we are similar to Vivids, we call them pastels or we call them metallics because they're not quite as bright as Vivids.
Yeah.
But you really can make anything that you can dream of with the exception of Vivids. So,
yeah, and you can make them bright if you want them to. You can have them be really soft and blended like this, or if you really want to pack a punch, you can do that as well, which is kind of fun by adding more pigment, which I think the customized ability is awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Brooke. You guys like?
Thank you.
Super cool.
I love hers.
I love all of them.
I know.
Okay, this is V. So we make colors that don't even exist yet. This is like a blue silver.
Which we love.
The formula on here, we used the same on her root melt. We used denim blue, which is actually one of the colors in the machine. I used 10S. I added 3 shots of violet additive and 2 shots of blue additive. This hair was actually a 9G whenever I started, so I actually toned her hair with 20 volume. I'll get into some blonde toning techniques and what we can do with different developers with this machine in just a little bit, but we took her from a 9G to a blue silver in one step. That's huge for a
Yeah.
Vivid artist. That's like craziness. Like typically we would have to bleach her whole hair
Yeah.
out. Then we would have had to tone it, maybe even tone it twice to get it where it needed to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of this in one step. And then you can see what we went through. You can see our Vivid colors that come from underneath. We basically just created a V section here. We took one side and we mixed a little bit of green and a little bit of yellow together
the
for this
magenta.
side, and then we did magenta on this side. So basically we just have two sliced panels, one here and
here.
one here. And you can see that it's actually melted in. So like our silver and our lemon lime color, we fused those two together at the same time. I didn't have to go and rinse her tone or rinse her color off and then go and apply this after. I did it all in one step, which is that's a huge
Yeah, it
advantage to
saves
you.
a lot of time. It is really nice to be able to like kind of melt it together at one time. I just think it makes it a little bit easier to like visualize your overall look without having to separate it, for sure.
So do you guys like these haircuts? Sarah
Yes.
did these cuts. They're very geometric, very cool, very different.
Yeah. If anybody follows my cuts, you can tell by the bangs. It
super
usually has a
sweet.
bang of some sort. Yeah, I like the silvers. These are great, honestly, for people who are like naturally very dark. Like I have a lot of very, like level 3, 4 clients being able to tone these silver tones, and adding enough pigment to be able to actually cancel out a lot of that yellow is incredible.
Okay.
Especially this, like it's very silvery,
timer's not
bluish,
working.
kind of. You could add more violet, and I love the pops of color, geometric. We're here for it. We're living for it. What do you guys think? Would you wear this? I feel like this is one of the little bit more like wearable styles, I'd say, right? Compared to some of the others.
I'd wear it.
I'd wear it too.
I would look crazy. It would
I
match
would
my
wear it.
shoes. But yeah, I'd wear
Maybe
it.
we should.
Yeah, I think
We'll
it's
grow it
awesome.
out.
It's amazing. So we have our first winner, Michelle Webb.
Oh, Michelle Webb.
Michelle Webb, you get one full set of chroma paint.
What
so
are you going to make, Michelle Webb?
yeah, Michelle Webb, what I want you to do is send me a message and show me what you make after you get your chroma
Yeah,
paint. That'd
show
be pretty
us.
cool.
Call me. I'll make something with you.
So V, thank you. You
Thank
guys
you.
love it? I love it. Super cool. All right, next up, who wants to talk about salon hair that we do every day? I'm going to bring up one of my
Love
clients. Come on up. So
Beautiful.
this is Victoria. I called her 2 days ago. I'm like, hey, you want to be a hair model for me? She was like, oh my God, I'm sitting on a boat right now. Yes, I'm coming back to Houston to be a hair model. So yeah, she's got amazing hair. So let's talk about how we did this. So I highlighted her hair this morning, and we used Chi Bleach and Shine with 20 volume. And you can see how shiny, healthy,
Yeah,
and
it's
beautiful
great.
her hair is. But this is the amazing part about my everyday work of what I can do with the LG Chi Color Master Factory whenever I'm doing toning. So my formula on this, on her roots, she had about this much grow out. So I went through, I touched up her highlights, and then I toned this with one toner, and I toned this with a second toner.
Kind of brighten it.
How many times do we get our clients up to like a level 10 or a level 11? They're like a beautiful blonde color, and then they come back to us a couple of months later and it looks like kind of gold, kind of nasty,
It's like
kind of
everyone.
dingy. And what do we typically do? We want to go and we want to grab some bleach, and then we want to go do a bleach tip out to go and go back over some bleach that we already did so that we can get it light again. I don't want to keep putting bleach on level 11 hair. That's not the way I want to go for my clients. I want to keep their hair as healthy as possible. So this is where it gets really unique and different whenever we're toning with LG Chi Color Master Color. Typical toners, they give you 7 volume, and then they give you their toner, which means if I want my client to be a level 11, what do I have to do? I have to bleach them to a level 11, and then I
Yeah.
can tone them at a level 11. I feel like if I'm going to lift hair to a level 11, it's going to feel like spaghetti noodles by the time I'm done with it, right? So for me,
Yeah.
for me, I'd
Unless
rather
you're
be able
naturally
to
blonde.
take them. I'd rather be able to
Like,
take
good
them
luck.
up to like a level 9.5, level 10, and then let my toner with 10 volume, as opposed to 7, which has a little bit of lift, bump it and lift it the rest of the way that it needs to go, and get them to a level 11 with oxidative dye that is ammonia free. You can see how shiny and healthy your hair looks. So on the ends, because these got a little murky on me and they were looking a little bit brassy,
'Cause she was
I
on a
used the
boat.
same formula from here down, and you can see the color is even with 20 volume. And what my formula was,
That's so pretty.
I used 11A, I used 10S, and I used 11I. So you can see here, we have 11I, we have 10S, and I have 11A. Why did I choose those? I chose those because of the base. So when I'm toning, I'm always thinking, what am I going to neutralize and what am I going to add? So 11I has a violet base, 10S has a blue base, and 11A has a blue-green base. So I just counteracted all of the warm tones out of the hair, right? But we also wanted it, I didn't leave it the full processing time, so I was using this as a toner and adding a little bit of tint back to it. So with those colors, we came out with a beautiful beige, nice soft blonde. But because I used 10 volume, you can see also her natural base shifted a little bit. It's not like whenever you do a break the base. Whenever we do a break the base, which I don't even like that word, now we call it kind of a lift.
Yeah.
But break the base, if you put it on and you don't get it off fast enough, the hair is going to become super brassy.
It's like orange.
But when I'm toning, even I'm going to shift the natural base, I'm worrying about the underlying pigments. So we're going to have some orange in there. We're going to have some yellow in there when we're starting from a level 7. So we took her and shifted her from a level 7 up to a level 8 plus. Her natural color now, but it doesn't look brassy, it doesn't look orangey, because I had my blue, I had my violet, and I had my green in there that's also going to control the lift on the natural base, right? Pretty sweet. You guys see that?
Yeah, the 11I is like one of my favorites. You can add a lot of violet, like especially for people wanting silvery tones, like the fact that you can customize and add as much violet, blue, as you want, it really changes the game for people who aren't naturally blonde like her, that have super dark hair like me.
We have a question. What is the processing time for the toner?
The processing time for the toner. Okay. So it depends on what we are doing with the toner. If I want to just tone and add a little bit of tint, I do 12 minutes. That's just my preferred time. There's really not a suggested this is what you have to do. Sometimes if I really want to add some tone, like on some of these models, we left it for the full 30 minutes and we let it process. It just depends on what we were trying to achieve. So if I would have left 10S, 11A, and 11I on her for a long time with 10 volume, she would have shifted a whole lot more. It would have gotten a lot lighter. So I also am thinking, if 10 volume is going to shift one level, I don't want to leave it on there the whole processing time. I'm not trying to shift her a whole level. I'm just trying to soften up her base. And because the highlights were just now freshly highlighted, the hair is still a little bit porous. So the 10 volume is going to help kick that up really fast. Now, if her hair is natural, it's not going to shift and lift as fast as what her natural hair, her freshly highlighted hair is going to be. Does that answer your question? Yeah? So how did we finish her out? Who guys have heard of royal treatment? So you can see how shiny this hair is.
That's one I like.
You can see how beautiful it is. How did we make it so beautiful and shiny? One, we have the best color in the world, but two, let's brush this back a little bit. You can see how shiny, how healthy, how vibrant it is. I can assure that whenever my clients leave the salon, if they have the right products, they're going to care for their color. It's going to last a lot longer, and their hair is going to look shiny and healthy. How do I make clients? Not by having someone walk around with fried hair.
No.
We have clients walking around with beautiful hair.
Someone else's client.
At Farouk Systems, our main goal is to keep the client's hair as healthy as possible. That is what Farouk strives on. That's why he invented ammonia-free hair color. One, so we don't have to breathe it, but also so that it's less toxic and less damaging on the hair. But he also is focused right now on making some of the best wet lines in the entire world, and I truly believe that. Royal treatment is a game changer in my salon. I can tell you this, I sell more royal treatment than I've ever sold any product in my entire salon. I'm not just saying that because I work for this company, but when my clients see it, they smell it, and they feel their hair, it's a done deal. I don't have to tell them to buy this product. So it truly is my all-time favorite line so far that I've ever had in my salon, and my clients love it as well. What did you tell me earlier when I was shampooing your hair?
I said this is the best smell ever.
It's the best smell ever. So women, let's talk about retailing for a little bit. Women care if it smells good, it looks good, and it makes them feel good, and they don't care how much money it costs. And so it really is, you know, when my clients are in my salon and I'm doing their hair, I don't try to push retail products on my clients because I'm not there to sell them things. They're my friends. You know, I always say I have the best job in the world. I hang out with my friends, I make them beautiful, listen to whatever music I want, and they give me money. How can I complain? So I don't try to sell them on things. So what I do is while I'm working at my station, whatever 3 products that I'm finishing them out with, I take those products and I put them on the station in front of them. They're sitting there staring at them the whole time, right? At the end, they're like, I tell them to fill their hair. What'd you put in it? And they just grab it and they say, I want this. And then they buy it. So it really, you know, besides from that, it really is an amazing line. So what we're going to do, we're going to give away, what sizes of these are we giving away? What are we giving away in this?
The kit.
Okay. And how much
We
is
have
the
the
kit's
kit.
value? What do we have in the kit?
Yeah, which kit?
We're gonna get the big ones.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
the big ones. Oh.
you guys comment, like, share this live.
Yes.
But you're going to get free color gloss shampoo and
then you
conditioner.
can smell it yourself.
And I'm going to, yeah, you can
And
smell
then-
it yourself. You can smell it yourself, and you can also feel how good your hair
Yeah,
is
it
going
smells
to feel.
amazing.
So,
It's really great. Especially for the blondes, the violet one has a lot of pigment. It's really nice. It doesn't drab it out, but it still kind of helps with that tone. Because I don't know about you guys, we have so much minerals, like so much buildup here in Houston. So got to get all the help you can get.
so we were talking a little bit about what we did in the toning process. So 11I, 10S, and 11I, 10S, 11A. In her ends formula, I actually added 1 shot of blue and 2 shots of violet. So the hair didn't turn blue, it didn't turn violet. What did that do for me? It toned it, and it made sure that it was subtracting the orange and the yellow tints out of the hair so that we can get this nice beige blonde. So did you guys learn anything about toning today? Pretty
I
cool,
did.
right? So we have another winner. Does that say Kevin Kavitsky?
Yeah, can't
You
say
get
his last
Royal
name.
Treatment Color Gloss, okay? Mr. Kevin, you're the winner.
Go, Kevin. We're happy for him.
So we have one more thing that we're going to give away, and I'm going to let Sarah
Oh,
do a little demonstration for you guys. This hair is gorgeous.
I know. I love it.
I did all right for once. Look.
Yeah. Now if we could all have blonde hair. I would look weird with blonde, but that's fine. So he's gonna set me up with one of their lava tools. I love these tools. They are amazing. Has lava minerals, so it protects the hair. I like ceramic and like all this, the normal tools that kind of add a little bit of shine and like kind of protect. But what's cool about this is it's actually like lava minerals, so it has even more protection than you would get from a traditional ceramic iron. It will not remove vivids, which is super awesome.
You guys want one of these for free?
Yes,
This is
you
our next
should.
giveaway. So we need more comments. We need more likes.
Yeah, who will it be? Kevin's won something. The other girl won something.
So let's talk about lava. Why are we using lava? So Farouk always tells this story. The man is a genius. He's in his early 80s, but he comes to work every single day. I've never seen a man work as hard as this man in my life. One of the crazy things, I'll go sit in his office with him, and he'll tell me 10 more things he's going to invent. I'm like, his brain never stops. It's constant. But he tells us like this, how he came up with using lava. He was at a restaurant, I don't remember which country he was in, and they brought his steak out on this lava stone. And he asked the waiter, he said, why are you guys using this lava stone? He said, because it has constant heat temperature. The heat stays the same throughout the entire surface, and it doesn't, oh, you didn't know this either, did you?
What?
So, I'm just kidding.
I might not. No, I
So,
do.
so
want
he
lava
decided
stone.
that now he wants to integrate ceramic lava into the ceramics that are inside of the chi iron. And what is that doing? It has the highest concentration of minerals, lava does, than any other stone on the entire planet. What are minerals going to do? They're going to add shine, they're going to protect the hair from the heat, and it's going to keep a constant heat temperature. So whenever we make a pass sometimes with a flat iron or a curling iron,
Now you can
sometimes
really
the
see
hair
that
will
color.
make it cool off a little bit, where the lava iron stays consistently the same all the time. Who wants one? You guys want a
I
free
want
one?
I want another one. Yeah, I love these irons. They're very smooth. They glide really well. They're like very easy to use. It has the temperature control, which is great. We don't have the lava rock, but we do have lava in the iron, which can't beat that. I love it. Who wants this? Who's gonna win the iron?
Let's see.
Does anybody have any questions?
A couple. So for Brooke, did you lift her before applying the Vivid paint?
Yes. So all the chroma paints have to be on pre-light and tear. So usually I like to lift to a level 9. A lot of times people tell you 10, but I like to lift all my blondes to a level 9. That way it lasts longer, their hair integrity is kept. So pretty much all the looks that you see have been lifted to a level 9.
And then also they wanted to know how many washes does the Vivid color last?
So that depends. Cold water, I mean, most of the time, if you are using cool water, using color safe products, I mean, it can be months. I mean, I keep, look at my roots, you know? Most of the time it's at least a month, 2 months, depending on how dark or light. Obviously, pastel tones aren't going to last as long. Those are usually going to be a couple washes, but since most of the brighter tones that we used weren't vivid, they were actual color, they'll last a lot longer. But for the darker tones, I mean, man, like they could last up to 2 months if you're washing, with cool water and using good product. They have really good pigment load.
So one thing I wanted to add that actually Sarah taught me this about Vivids is zeroing out on your Vivids.
Oh, yeah,
right?
letting them clear out. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a technical term. That's just what I do. Whenever I apply multiple tones at the same time, I really, really want to wait till it almost like creates a clear film on the outside to where if you touch it, it creates like a hard protective shell. That way you can mix all kinds of tones, pastels, the rich jewel tones together without them bleeding into each other. And so that's something definitely to consider when you are doing blonde tones, with dark tones, really letting that color process the full amount of time. And you'll, like I said, you'll know because it'll have almost like a clear shell, like conditioner on the outside of it.
So we have a winner.
Oh,
Brittany.
Brittany.
Brittany Bags.
You're
This
gonna
is
love
yours.
it, Brittany.
Enjoy your iron.
Yeah, it's the best. And I'm not just saying that.
So you guys have any more questions? We have about 3 minutes left. I think I'm going to bring back our models back up to come up here with us. You guys want to see this hair one more time? What do you think about this beautiful blonde? Give
Love
us
it.
a Facebook clap.
And with the creative work, color blocking, is such an easy way to create a lot of contrast. It doesn't take a lot of effort, and it's fun and it's beautiful.
Can you guys see even the shine on these? It's like beaming, reflecting light off of this. It's pretty amazing. All the hair is healthy, shiny, in good condition, and we've done a lot of work to this hair. One thing I want to stress to you guys, try bleach and shine. If you try another bleach, I get it, you have your favorite bleach, but just give it a shot one time. It is an amazing bleach. I always like to tell people this story. So whenever I'm in our academy and I'm training people that come here from around the world, we always like to come and bring some of our scientists from the lab, and they come and they put every single ingredient that's in our bleach in its own beaker. They explain why it's in the bleach, and then they go ahead and they mix it for us and let us use it. Are we on time? We're good? Okay. So we want to thank you guys for being here with us today. Thank you for joining Farouk Systems Live on the behalf of myself and Sarah and these wonderful models. You guys give us a round of applause. Thank you.
Yay!
It was fun being here with you today, guys. Thank you.